Well, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel, Virgo. This is going to be your love reading, Virgo. So I'm going to wait for you guys to come into the room. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you guys today. We are going to be pulling one card at a time. We're going to talk about it. Most likely we are going to be using some oracles. Most likely. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So most likely we are going to be using some oracles. We're going to see what's going to come out, but let's get into it. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what comes out here for your first card. This is for Virgo. Virgo, first card that came out here for you is Justice. This is really good because this is the universe basically trying to make things right. This is going to be where a new cycle begins for you guys in relationships. You know, the universe doesn't want you to give up. Okay, universe doesn't want you to give up when it comes down to romance, when it comes down to love. Okay, technically this would have been put in your past position, but I didn't ask for that. I do believe that there has been some, you know, of course, relationships that haven't been just, right? You were not getting the good end of the stick here. Part of this Justice card is saying that you guys are going to be able to manifest a relationship that's going to be right. That's what I'm saying. A relationship that's going to be fair and just. Now, I do feel like you guys are going to have different options and you have to choose accordingly. You have to choose what the person that's going to be right for you. Okay, that's what this is all about. And I do see that within the next month or two, you guys are going to be moving in to I would say more so an emotional new beginning. So I do feel like this could be someone that's going to come in that you like. With this new beginning. And I don't know why I feel like this new moon, okay, that just happened today. I feel like this could be bringing some new romantic energy here for you. That's just what I feel, okay, with this whole Justice card. And it's going to alleviate a lot of your questions about relationships. So let's say you guys have been in connections and you're like, I don't even know what this is about. You know, you're dealing with people and you're like, are we together? Are we not together? What is this about? And so the Justice card is like, the universe is like, you know what? I'm going to make this right. And if it means that you guys leave someone, you would, right? And if it means that you guys have to stay and not necessarily give up on a connection, that would happen as well. But remember, this could be a change in direction of the relationship or where you're headed. Again, that Justice card could be karmic or karma. Relationships that you're meant to be in to learn lessons, or you guys could be still learning lessons. So either way, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. I do see that it's going to be something pretty decent here, but I feel like relationships have been very weighty on you. All right. And the universe here with this Justice card is saying that they're trying to correct the matter. Oh, I didn't. I got you. Drea. Let's go ahead. Let's get your next card. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Virgo. Let's see what's in your energy. Some of you guys are dealing with a Libra, by the way. Something could have went down Libra season. So let's say a month or two ago. Okay, let's say a month or two ago, there could have been a romantic connection that you guys entered. Either that or you guys have like dealing with a Libra. But I feel like something may have happened during Libra season that could have been very troublesome for you. It could have been something pretty good that, you know, where someone may have come in, but at the same time, you still don't know what the connection really is. But I feel like something could have happened around Libra season according to that card. But let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. Next card that's coming out is the Queen of Cups. All right, I like this energy. The only thing that I'm not liking about this is that be careful, because the Justice card is saying okay, so this is your feelings, this is your emotion, right? And I feel like you could fall for someone here. And again, Justice card is saying make sure that the connection is right. But this could also be a little emotional. Maybe you guys have been a little bit emotional lately. This could be feeling heartbreak, okay? I feel like there is someone who's trying to reconcile something, all right? Especially with that Queen of Cups. I feel like there could be some type of forgiveness that you can, you know, extend to someone with that Queen of Cups. It's more a loving energy. So someone could be asking for forgiveness at this time. Or some of you guys are in this energy of just forgiving. That could be happening during Thanksgiving. This could be, you know, someone that you haven't talked to in a while, or it could be someone that you're with. Either way, I do see a lot of heart center energy here. And a lot of you are going to be falling for someone. Okay? I feel like this is very emotional. Very emotional. With this is healing. This is cried energy that helps with the healing. This is you recovering from emotional damage. Again, that comes out with that whole Justice card. This is definitely recovering from emotional damage that some of you guys have experienced. And it's like a feeling hopeful is what I see. Because at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Knight of Cups, which is someone coming into your life that's bringing this kind of hope to you. Okay? Very romantic. I don't know. I definitely feel like there's someone here. Now, you could be dealing with a water sign. Now, here we go again. Now, we are at the end of Scorpio season. Something happened around Libra, Scorpio season. Something happened around these months, okay, these seasons. Something happened. Now, I don't know if it was a bad thing. Maybe someone hurt your feeling. Maybe you guys stopped talking to someone. Maybe you tried to reconcile with someone. I don't know. Something happened around in the last 2 months from what I'm saying. And it could have happened with a Libra. It could have happened with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But you're in a forgiving spirit. That's just what I see. I feel like you guys are in this forgiving spirit. I feel like some of you guys are letting go of sorrows, you know, from the past, things that you have been feeling. You're releasing, like I said, you're releasing some type of emotional burden. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Let's see. You guys have the 8 of Pentacles. So I do see that you are working and focusing more on yourself here with the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, you got somebody coming up in here. I love the fact that the Justice card came out. You want to know why? Because you have someone in your life, and this is the thing. I need you to be very, very mindful. There is someone either around now or will be coming around. That is with, I mean, I'm talking about you're not going to get out of this year. Okay, we only got like a few more weeks anyway. You ain't getting out of this year before you meet someone or someone is going to return. There is a divine partner in your reading. And I do feel like you are around someone who is also in the process of working and building themselves. This person may have a lot to do. They may have a lot of family responsibility. They may have a lot of work responsibility. It's that type of thing. Do not expect to be in a full-blown committed relationship right now because I don't see it, right? I feel like you're healing and this person is still learning karmic lessons. I know. I have to say it. That's what I feel. I feel like there are things that are getting in the way between you and this person, and it's not other people, you know, besides family and stuff. But I do feel like the reason why you guys are not in a committed relationship because there's something that this person is fighting internally. That's what I see. Because the 8 of Pentacles is saying building up. This person is trying to build themselves up. And if you guys are in a committed relationship, this person is saying, it's not practical for me to be in a relationship with you because I'm not ready. Or it's not, or no, I said in a relationship. So if you're in a relationship, this person is saying this is not practical how we're responding to each other. If you guys have been fighting, there's been crying, you know, there's been fussing, that type of stuff. The person is willing to fix it or trying to work on it to try to fix it. But are you trying to be there with them to fix it? Like I said before, what I'm saying is that it's where you set your intentions to with this new moon from what I'm saying. Maybe this person doesn't want you to give up. That's what I keep hearing. Do not give up. Do not give up on this person. Do not give up on yourself. Don't give up on these connections. Because here with this 8 of Pentacles, I do feel like it's something that is worth trying for. But it's going to take work because the 8 of Pentacles take work. I don't care if it was with someone new or I don't care if it's with someone that you know. That is what I'm saying. I also feel like, let's say if you guys are dating, you know, like let's say you guys are dating. There is someone from your person's past who's trying to enter. I just think with them, your person is kind of like, yeah, I don't think that this is going to work. Okay. Like it looks like they are, you know, pushing them away, which is good. Okay. Because they're focusing on you. But I do see your person, you know, it looks like someone in your energy, their past is trying to re-enter into their life. Okay, the universe is trying to push this person for the betterment of themselves, betterment of the relationship, Now, that could be with the person that you're with right now, but as far as someone single, like I said before, someone that you just met, past person is definitely trying to re-enter, and I just don't see them necessarily biting. I don't see your person, no matter who is in their life, I don't see your person being committed or ready to commit to anybody at the moment. But you guys are definitely heavily into each other. That is what I'm seeing according to this reading. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. All right. This looks good. You got the Magician. Now, see, remember, like I said before, there's been some problems here, okay? A lot of misunderstandings, a lot of tears is what I'm seeing. Grief, disillusionment, sorrow, heartbreak. That's what I see that with that Queen of Cups. It's in the upright, which is good, which means it's a good energy, but I still feel that there's been some issues there. So here with the Magician, I still feel like making the possible impossible. And this is why I say that there's definitely like this, don't give up on me. Okay, like you may believe that this can't turn around. I do see where something can really turn around for the better. And this could be with someone that you're with. This could be with someone that you've been with for a long time. This could be with someone that you're dating. But I do see that it's going to take a little bit of work for this to actually happen. So I don't want you guys to think negative. This can go either way, really. Okay, but it's what you're setting your attentions into. And I also feel like, you know, the Magician is ruled by Mercury. It's conversation, how you conversate with your person, what you say to your person, you know, what you let them know. So it's like, baby, I want to be here. Let's say you guys are married. You say, I want this to work. It's how you guys communicate and how you guys build that conversation, how you build each other up. And that is where I feel like can actually make it work. Some of you guys have been fighting a lot, you know, and like I said before, it may be hard to leave, but I am seeing that there's a little detrimental conversations here, or the way that you guys are talking to each other can be a little detrimental. So just be mindful of that. Manipulation is also at play. I don't know if you are feeling manipulated or your person is feeling manipulated, but I do see it. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Virgo. And then you have the Page of Wands coming out. Conversations about moving in, moving out, conversations about home. I didn't think that I would see that, but I do see that. Conversations about home. A lot of you want a relationship. Let's say if you guys are dating, you're like, I want a connection that's going to be deeper. Like right now, you're like, I want stability. I want marriage. I want that. And I think you guys need to communicate. I literally just talked about the communication, right? If you feel like the relationship doesn't have any depthness, this is going to be a part of the conversation that you need to tell your person. You need to be like, hey, you know what? I can't just be hanging out with you. Okay. We can't just be, you know, especially hopefully you ain't having sex with them if it's not that deep, but it could be just superficial, meaning a sex-based relationship, but you need to make sure you put that out there first. Mercury is saying you need to communicate this before you really put yourself into this, okay? Because there's something that you feel isn't deep enough, okay, when it comes to a new relationship. And you need to be able to communicate, I want marriage, I want commitment, I want us to be together, you need to be able to commit that. And be able to conversate that to your person. And like I said, if you are married, I don't know what it is. I kind of feel like for some of you guys, if you guys are married, I do see something, a conversation about the house, where you live. I am seeing it. I'm just going to tell you, okay? Some of you guys may free yourself. You know, you may be still married, but you may end up living in a different place. Maybe you may have your own apartment, okay? I hate to say it, but I do see something like that for a few of you. That's a conversation that will be had. Let's get your oracles. This is for Virgo. One of the cards that's coming out here for you is betrayal. Damn. Their fleeting heart will only end up betraying you in the end. Your soul deserves better. Damn. With that Page of Wands, remember when I was talking about superficial? The thing is that your connections with anyone that you get up with at this time really needs to grow. It needs to develop. And you don't want a connection where it's fleeting. They're here one moment and the next moment they're not. Okay? This is where you have to take your time to get to know the person. But it says it will end up betraying you in the end. That is crazy. Okay, because that can happen even when you're married. One minute the person is all into it, and the next minute their attention is not on you. So I am seeing something like that with your person here. Oh, that's crazy. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. All right, the next card here is choices. There's a choice they have to make. They know time is not on their side and risk losing you forever if they don't. Now, they could be dealing with different people. Like I said before, this could be someone that they know that they could be dealing with or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I feel. Okay, it's something like that, or a choice to be with you, even if it's nobody else. It could be like a choice to be with you. Okay, you know, this connection with your person, no matter who they are, you guys may still be connected, but it feels like it's a long, challenging journey together. It feels like it's a challenging journey with this person, especially if they don't know what they want. Those two cards coming out, you know, them not really knowing what they want, that could be very irritating and frustrating in your relationship. But here, this is what it says. The love journey may be long and challenging, but as long as you are with them, they'll never walk alone. So like I said, I feel like it's going to be rough between you and this person. I don't see an ending though. I don't see an ending. For some of you, it may be a separation, but I'm not seeing where it's going to end. You need to make a choice and decide if you want to stay in this, but they also need to make a choice if they want to commit themselves to you. And I feel like the thing is they're trying to keep it on a superficial level, especially if you are dating. If you are married, you know, the thing is, it's just like you guys are supposed to grow together and it's being stunted somehow. It's being stunted. Okay, with, you know, conversations of, I don't think that you love me, or I don't know if you want to be here, or I feel a little suspicious activity. I don't know if you're doing something. Something is, or taking shots at each other, right? Something is causing this stagnation in a long-term committed relationship. So either way, you guys need to address the problem. You guys have to address the issue. Remember, Mercury came out specifically saying communication. You have to be able to communicate with your person and say, hey, I don't want this to occur. Okay? I don't want this to continue to happen. Like, I'm losing the spark here. We're losing the spark. Okay? In a long-term committed relationship, we're losing the spark. And a new connection, it's like, hey, this needs to go a little bit deeper. I don't want this to just be superficial. Like, can we take this to the next level? Those are things that you guys are going to be facing with your partner. That's just what I see. That's what you guys are going to be facing with your partner. And you and them have a choice to make. Do I stay or do I go? That's what I'm saying. And that's just the reality. I kind of feel like you guys are going to end up staying. You may separate for a while, but I do see that. Old wounds, their unhealed childhood wounds prevent them from forming meaningful, long-lasting relationships. This person got some things going on with them. And you're like, baby, listen, like, I can't. Like, some of y'all are kind of like, listen, I can't be fixing your wounds. I have my own problems. And remember that card that specifically says that this will be a long journey. So it's like, going into this, just know where this is going to head. Just know where this is headed. Just know that if you stick with this person, that this is going to be challenging. Okay? This could be challenging. But it's saying that it's more so a wounding. Right? It's something that they experienced when they were kids, all right? Maybe a sense of abandonment from their mother or their father. And it's not your fault. I don't think that they don't want to be here, you know what I mean? But it's easier for them to flee. Because when that card talks about fleeting, it's easier for them to flee, so they don't have to feel so much. They don't have to feel deeply. Remember, I keep seeing this superficial energy. They don't want to go deep. Stop trying to make them to. But I do feel like this pull, this connection. There's also this thing, too, that throughout the connection, they're going to have this sense of regret. They're going to, you know, like I said before, this whole maybe being separated or not being together, that type of thing, you know, and a lot of them may be beating themselves up. They can't forgive themselves for how they treated you, right? Like, they know that they treated you poorly, but that's going to happen in time. Like, once they actually see the forest from the trees, when you know, maybe have walked away, they're like, damn, I can't believe I did this to Virgo. But that's what you guys are going to experience. They will experience the regret. But when we say that this is a long journey, this is going to be a process. it is going to be somewhat challenging. No matter what's happening here, it's going to be a little challenging for some of you, not necessarily everybody, but for some of you when it comes down to love. And it's the person that you are falling in love with. It's the person who is in your life. Okay? That is what I'm saying. Let's get two more. This is for Virgo. Let's see. Divine intervention. They are experiencing many tower moments in their life where it's helped them gain clarity on this connection. Oh, the universe is about to put them through something. Oh, boy. Okay. You know what I feel? This is going to happen when they're not with you. Remember in the beginning of this reading, what did I say? I said they're needing to learn karmic lessons. So there's external forces that are making them see things, you know, because I feel like with a divine counterpart, something that I was actually looking up, that a lot of times when a person runs away from a connection that they're meant to be in, that, you know, they can experience upheaval. And it's true, you know, sometimes because they're supposed to be at a certain place and they're refusing to go. Right? I'm not saying that you are worth all of that. And I'm not meaning to be mean, because some people, you know, the universe is going to orchestrate their life to be horrible just for you. No, it's a bigger picture here. This person is experiencing many things because you're not in it. Doesn't mean that the universe is doing anything. It's just meaning that now, because you're no longer in their life, they're starting to see things and things are not necessarily going well for them. And that is a part of the change that they need to experience. That's Pluto bringing them down, pulling them down in order to experience this transformation. That's the only way that they can experience it. So for a lot of you, you are going to be dealing with someone where there's somewhat of a transformational energy. And now they're like, they don't know where to turn. They don't know where to go here. But it says to do what? In order for them to gain clarity on this connection. It helps them to gain clarity on you. So even if you are married, it's, you know what, we may have to separate, but I don't like my life without you. It's something that they need to see. Okay? It is something happening here that you guys need to know. And I feel like it's tough. I ain't gonna lie. It's tough, y'all. It's tough. But, you know, I see it. Okay? Look at this. This is what just fell out. Unseen factors. There's more to this love story. Though you cannot see it now, there's still more to unfold. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening that you don't even know. Now, we do see that this person does have feelings. We do see that this person feels for you in some way, because they wouldn't have regret if they didn't. But again, there's a lot of things that are happening here. I do feel like you guys kind of share this whole thing where, you guys are leaving imprints on each other's heart, but the person doesn't want to express it. Like you're slowly leaving an imprint on them. If you're married, you should have already experienced that, right? But if you are dating, you're slowly leaving these imprints on this person. Okay? Like I said, if you are married or something like that, you know, it's a lot. Like right now, you don't know what the hell is going to go on between you and your person. You don't. And it is going to be like that for a minute, from what I'm saying. It's going to be that way. Let's get one more. Let's get your last one. Here for Virgo. Last one that's coming out here is slipped away. Woo! They thought they never had, though they never had you, to them, you will always be the one that got away. They regret the chances they didn't take. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now, again, like I said, it just depends. It depends, because this person is suffering from a lot of wounds. You know, I do see a separation, so this could be a part of that separation. I don't know if this means that the person is just not able to get with you ever again, okay? But here at the bottom of the deck, it says they're leaving things up to chance and hoping the universe will intervene and bring the two of you together. That's what it says. Like this person really damaged some shit, according to this reading. And there's a lot of things that you guys are going to be experiencing here with these unseen factors. You're going to be experiencing with this person. This is why I said this person has regret. And I do see you're going to free yourself. You're going to be dating new people, other people, that kind of thing. And people who you're going to like, by the way. Okay, other people that you're going to like. So you're going to go exactly where you meant to go, regardless of what the circumstances are or who it's supposed to be with. You're going to go exactly where you're meant to go, according to this reading, because it is really a part of, it's beyond your control and it's destined. But that's what I see here for you, Virgo. Thank you guys so much, though, for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're interested in a personal reading. All the information is down below. I will see you guys back here again real soon. Love you guys. Talk to you later.